So that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit more in there. All right, so if we define networking, here it is. Networking is a reciprocal process based on the exchange of ideas, advice, information, referrals, leads, and contacts where resources are shared and acknowledged. And this is by Sally Livingston. There's a lady by the name of Susan Rohan. That was one of her mentors, and that is probably the best definition of networking that I've found. And it talks about a reciprocal process. So we go back and forth, and then there's an exchange that happens, and then we share and we acknowledge. And so that's what networking, in my opinion, is all about. It's probably one of the best definitions I've ever seen. All right? So that's where it is. So now I want to ask you, where is the power? And here's the deal, right? I've got a friend of mine, Mel Brady, who said this. He said the power is not in the answer, it's in the question, because the question drives our thinking. Power is not in the answer, it's in the question, because it is the question that drives our thinking, right? And as business people, one of the things that you have to do is you have to continually think of new and innovative ways to do your stuff. How do you do that? How do you get out there? And so what I want to do is I want to drive your thinking with 5 questions for networking success. And these are 5 questions that have guided me, 5 questions that I coach people on, all those types of things. And so we'll spend a little bit of time filling in them. The first one is, who do I know? All right? There is a lot of gold in the relationships that you already have. Okay? So we're talking about that. Next question is I'm going to talk about is, what do I want? If you don't know what you want, you're probably not going to get it. Just, you know, I talk to people all the time, and they talk to me in general terms. You know, what do you want? Well, I want to be rich. Okay, I don't understand that. What does that mean? Well, I want to live comfortably. I don't understand that. What does that mean? Well, I want to be a millionaire. How many times over? I don't understand what that means. You follow me? So the more specific you are, the greater chances you have of being successful. And we'll talk about why that is. And then, what do you do? What do I do? What do I do? Number 4, how do I connect? How do I do that with people? How do I connect with people? How does that look? And then number 5, my favorite, who needs to know this? Who needs to know this? All right. So let's take a look at a quick quiz. Here's what I'd like you to do. Name your top 5 most powerful connections. Write them down. Your top 5 most powerful connections. I used to do 10, but people was really sucking wind on that one. So I cranked it back to 5. Okay, we should be done, right? We should be done. Right? So here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to share them. What are they? Who are they? Do you know their names, their email address, personal phone numbers? Do you know? You can tell me? Okay. So, who are some of the powerful connections? Who are they?
I got one.
Go.
Dr. Karen Bankston, Senior Vice President of Drake Hospital. Otis Moss Jr., Cleveland, Ohio, Emeritus of Our Baptist Church.
Okay.
Faith Daniels, Mojo. Dr. Robert Smith, Pastor Emeritus, college professor, local pastor.
Okay.
And then the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Okay. All right. That's a powerful connection. All right. Other connections, other powerful connections. Where are they? Nobody else?
Yeah, I have a mentor, Michael and Ramona Woods. They own Aztec products in North Carolina.
Okay.
And I buy hair products for them. But not only do I buy products, the thing is that we build relationships.
Okay.
That is their thing, and they really do. And they've helped me in the last few years really get me on the right track with my business, how to maintain it, how to always be thinking outside the box, you know, and it's really been a great, great journey with them.
Okay.
It made me mad enough to change.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Any other powerful connections? How many of you have at least one CEO on your list? Now watch this. How many of you have one CEO on your list of a Fortune 1000 company? How many of you have one CEO on your list of a Fortune 500 company? Okay. The rest of you, why not?
We're not networking.
They're available. They are available. We got a few here in the city. Why are they not on your list?
We don't make ourselves available. We don't avail ourselves in certain communities.
We think we don't have access.
All of those are good. Here's what I will tell you. If you do not have a Fortune 1000 or Fortune 500 CEO on your list, it is because you do not add enough value. I know that hurts. You don't add enough value. Because if you added enough value, they would seek you out. You don't add enough value. Whatever you're doing is not adding enough value. Whatever you're doing is not adding enough value. I ain't come to play with y'all. I'm not playing. If you guys want to do this thing, and I'm telling you, this is how we do this thing.